Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
I wouldn't be doing justice by not mentioning General Mkhwanazi. I heard so many times in the socials people say we are General Mkhwanazi's children. Even though I haven't seen General Mkhwanazi, I haven't met General Mkhwanazi, but what he did on July 6, I'll be always grateful, because I was saying that it's not like the people, they didn't know these things. No one had the courage to take it out there, and we were dying one by one. Hence, we've indicated with one of our own colleagues, we were going to die. I'm not saying now that this happened, we're not going to die, but I will die peacefully knowing that I was doing the right thing, and the whole country knows what cause did I die for. Because when you're dead, they keep telling people stories that are not true. But at least I've got the opportunity to speak for myself while I'm still alive.
Lona okhulumayo Witness B wayekhuluma ngesikhathi ayiphothula ubufakazi bakhe ayebethula lapha phambi kwe-commission eMadlanga, ebonga isibindi ne-risk eyathathwa uGeneral Mkhwanazi ngomhla ka-6 kuJulayi ngesikhathi enzele ya media briefing. Wabeka icareer yakhe engcupheni, wabika impilo yakhe engcupheni, kodwa wayazi uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi uma ngesikhathi ethatha lela xathu wayengavikeli yena kuphela, wayivikela nalama members. Sila sikhona kunale commission ekhona namhlanje, lonke lolu daba lisuka ngalama witness amabili, witness A no witness B. Yibona baba frustrated, babonti badibana nenkinga, base befuna usizo, baxhumana no General Dumisani Khumalo owakhuluma noMkhwanazi wase-deploy 10 members political killings task team.
The rank levels in the police that are seen that I speak about are generals. We have brigadiers in the police. But the ones that are actually doing the job are constable and sergeants. 2 sergeants have shaken this country in Gauteng. 2 sergeants that are working in the Gauteng province have shaken this country. If it was not for their guts to go deeper into the criminality of the syndicate in Gauteng, we wouldn't be here today. The resilience of those 2 juniors that brought us here, they are the ones that caused Khumalo to be part of it and assist them. That Khumalo caused me from KZN to bring the team to Gauteng to help them. We are having high-profile cases in court of the Katisos and the Mashalas and the likes. It is because of those 2 junior members that started it. So I want to repeat again. When the junior members are working and you get directives like these that comes from the executive authority, it makes the members to lose faith and lose hope, and that energy of fighting crime is taken away from them. So we have a responsibility as management to protect those juniors. If they put their lives in fire when they're dealing with criminals out there, we must also be willing to do the same as senior officers.
Now ngenxa lama members amabili nesibindi abanaso uGeneral Mkhwanazi ngomhla ka-6 kusolele ekutheni sizwe indaba eyishaqisayo namhlanje. KuMadlanga Commission bekukhona uWitness D. Witness D uvela ku-EMPD. Wayeyingxenye yobugebengu obenzeka. Lo bugebengu ayingxenye yabo, ukhulumile ngabo lo baba lo wakaSpeace ukuthi nje angiyazi irank yakhe, angifuni ukuyiphazamisa, ukuyiphambanisa. Wakhuluma ngaye ukuthi uphenduka i-state witness, khuluma lonke iqiniso ukuthi kunomuntu abamthochara waze washona. Lo baba uyena, lo witness D uyena owathatha isidumbu salomuntu wayosifaka emanzini emveni kokuba kufike uJulius Mkhwanazi, lo obrigadier waseKuruleni kodwa samisiwe. Wabalayela ukuthi abayikline kanjani icrime scene ukuze icala lingabuyi kubo. Yonke into esho General Mkhwanazi ngomhla ka-6 kwakuthiwa nje ngama-allegations, kodwa namhlanje kuza abantu abaphethe ubufakazi. Ngicela ukukucaphunela uzwe la.
Shortly after arriving, Kobus and Hanekom briefed the teams and we proceeded to the suspect's location in Crocodile Road, Sally's Village in Brakpan. I was alone in my vehicle, a black marked Guardian Security Ford Ranger, and I proceeded to park opposite the property. That was the target property. Present at the premises was the members mentioned, myself and Constable Extian from Highway or Flying Squad, my apologies, and Aidan McKenzie from EMPD. Proceeded to a garage or outside building, outside or just off the main house. And we proceeded to gain entry to an outside room. We found a couple, a male, female, and a baby, infant baby. Constable Extian identified herself and the reason for our intrusion and started asking them about the suspect and his movements, etc. Shortly after this, we received communication that the main team had located the suspect in the main house. We left the family in the outside room and proceeded to the main house and gained access to the house through the kitchen door. On my way to the main house, I spotted a white 4-ton truck with a specific number plate that had been used in the warehouse robbery, which is the vehicle that led us to this particular address. As I entered the house from the kitchen door, I found Fritz, that is Zander Fritz, Constable Zander Fritz, Viandre Pretorius, Kershaw Lee Stalls, Aidan McKenzie was with us obviously, Kobus and some EMPD officers I cannot identify, Jaco Hanekom, Etienne van der Walt present, and then the two SAPS, unknown SAPS officers from Brakpan. And a unknown male who was reported to be the suspect. The unknown male, when questioned, admitted that he was involved in the invasion and the robbery of the warehouse. He claimed, however, that all he did was transport of the stolen property. The suspect further requested that we not hurt him, as he had 500,000 rand in the house in cash, which he tried to bribe us with, or the officers with. After the suspect mentioned the cash, the two unknown members from Brakpan SAPS and Viandre Pretorius then pushed the man into the second bedroom and closed the door behind them. Everyone else, including myself, searched the rest of the house. In the main bedroom, the EMPD officers, unknown to me, found case dockets where the suspect is identified as a suspect in the particular crime or is otherwise mentioned. Some SAPS forensic bags as well as a number of live ammunition rounds was found. The other rooms contained various tools or garden tools or welding equipment. I then went into the bedroom where the suspect had been taken to by the Brakpan SAPS members with Viandre Pretorius. I noticed Viandre Pretorius, the suspect, with a plastic bag with the two SAPS Brakpan members assisting him from the right-hand side of the double bed. Tubing is where a plastic bag gets placed over a person's head, and that person gets suffocated to the point that he talks or cannot breathe, no longer breathe, and then obviously that we will, or they would obviously then ask him to talk to us, obviously to avoid this from taking place again. I entered the room and sat next to the suspect on the left-hand side of the bed. When Viandre stopped, I asked the suspect to tell me where the stolen stock was being kept. The suspect replied that he will show us. I picked up a wooden table leg that was broken from inside the room, held his legs down with it as to not touch him with my hands as he was wet. Viandre then continued tubing in with the one unknown Brakpan SAPS member, helping to hold him down, while the other was searching the drawers, etc. I got up and left the room. The other people were still searching the room. It was quite clear or the house, my apologies, commissioners. It was quite clear at this stage that the stock from Uwera's robbery was not in the house. As I entered the passage towards the kitchen, I saw one EMPD officer taking a bucket of water to the room where the suspect was being kept. In the kitchen, I found Kershaw Lee's tools searching the cupboards. I walked out of the house and stood on the steps. A short while later, I walked back into the kitchen and found Kershaw Lee on her phone. She ended the call and shouted for everyone to move outside into the yard and went towards the second bedroom. As I moved towards the door, I noticed two unknown Brakpan SAPS members leaving the house in haste. One of them was carrying a small black sports bag. I exited the house. I was joined outside in the garden next to the truck by Kobus and the others. Shortly after this, Viandre and Kershaw Lee joined us. I asked whether a suspect talked, and Viandre responded that he will never ever talk again. A discussion between the law enforcement members then took place as to how to deal with the scene. Kershaw Lee tried phoning a paramedic to declare the suspect dead. Viandre approached me and informed me that he will phone General Feroz Khan to fix this. I in turn responded and said no, as this is Viandre's problem. He responded and said it's all of us in this, and if anyone talks, he will go to prison for killing them. I walked away from Viandre, and I walked away from Viandre as myself and Viandre have had issues in the past. I saw Yaku Hanekom walking towards us. Yaku then informed myself and Viandre that the chief will come and sort out the issue.
Abayaziyo lento lo bhuti akhuluma ngayo ukuthi kuthatha uplastic ukuvalela ubuso, ukuvala amakhala, ukuvala umlomo, bakuthele ngamanzi abathi ukuchupa. Bathi abaziyo uma bekwenza lento uyalivuma icala noma ungalazi. Amaphoyisa alandi i-statement, i-confession, usayine ungalazi icala. Ufike enkantolo kuthiwa wazivumela wena. Wavele nje wavuma wena ukuthi icala uyalazi ngenxa yalento ababeyenza. Ngoba usuku bonke uyaphuma umphefumulo. Lana sebembulela umuntu. Ubula ufele ezandleni zamaphoyisa. Kodwa manje kuziwa namasu ukuthi kuzokwenziwa njani. Njengoba sekuthiwa no umuntu ongasiza manje uGeneral Khan uthi omunye cha ungamthinti. Zonke lezi ndaba ezishaqisa kanje nezinje besozizwa kanjani. Ngoba uGeneral Mkhwanazi azange ayithathe le risk ayithatha ngomhla ka6. Nalabo ababethi uGeneral Mkhwanazi abukho ubufakazi kulento ayikhulumayo. Bathini namhlanje? Bonke laba ababethi buphi ubufakazi kulento ayikhuluma, just allegations, no evidence. Bathini namhlanje? Uma kuvela umuntu othi mina usay-state witness othi mina ngikhona nani iqhaza labanjwa yimi na usibani wayekhona wenza ukuthi, bathini namhlanje? Ngimuzwe ethi ngifisa ukucaphunela la kufika khona chief uthe bathe no khona chief who will take care of this. Ngicela uzwe la.
Commissioners, at that stage, I did not know who he was referring to. And as continued in my statement, I walked to the main gate after this was said, and after I noticed the members that I've mentioned walk away to go and get a firearm to plant.
Yes.
I walked to the main gate of the property and saw that my vehicle, which is a Ford Ranger, black in color, marked, was parked in by two marked NPD vehicles, which prevented me from leaving at that point. It made me question the whole scenario and what was currently taking place. A short while after this, Chief Soup Julius Mkhwanazi, JD Mkhwanazi, arrived at the scene, and we were informed that this is the chief in a dark tracksuit of some sort.
At this time, apologies, witness, at this time, did you know who Chief Superintendent Julius Mkhwanazi was?
It was my first time seeing him that evening, and then it was obviously when Yaku indicated to us that this is Mkhwanazi, Chief Soup Mkhwanazi.
Did you know what unit or institution he's aligned to?
From the system, I understood that he was EMPD or Metro Police.
EMPD, you say?
Yeah, or Metro Police from the rank structure.
Thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Commissioners. So Jaco Hanekom and Biandre addressed him as chief, and the Metro members, including Jaco, Kershaw, Etienne. Etienne was with me at that stage. So the Metro members, they all had a meeting with the SOOP away from myself and Etienne. Shortly afterwards, they returned to where we were. JD Mkwanazi said that we needed to throw the suspect's body into a mine shaft or dump it into a dam. As he said this, he looked at me. Viandre then in turn informed me that I must take the body and dump it. They will show me where and that I should relax. Since my vehicle is marked, Viandre said it won't attract any attention. I was directed by Viandre at this stage where to park my bakkie next to the front door. That is as you're coming from the main gate. I was escorted to my vehicle by 2 EMPD members and told where to park it. Jaco Hanekom essentially broke the gate to allow my vehicle entry into the property. I parked my vehicle at the designated spot and walked towards the main gate where I remained until they were finished.
Before you continue,
Whilst
witness D, apologies, before you continue, you say that when Chief Superintendent Mkwanazi said that the body should be thrown into a mine shaft or dumped into a dam,
Yes.
you make the point of stating that when he said that, he looked at you. What did you interpret that to mean?
Commissioners, it was quite clear at this stage that it was expected from me to dispose of the deceased body. And as I said, it's especially after the meeting took place between themselves. It was quite clear that they decided between themselves that I'm the one that's supposed to dispose of the body.
And did you so agree?
I really didn't have a chance to agree. I felt like I was being forced. At this stage, I felt that I was being outnumbered, as the decision was made already, and we're dealing with a very serious and dangerous situation at this stage already.
Yes.
So I interpret it as if I don't comply, then I would probably be next.
Okay.
Advocacy law, just a moment.
Do I switch on
Do I
the
switch
mic?
on the
Abantu kuyibona funeka bavikele umphakathi. Yibona abenza ubugebengu emphakathini. Uma uzuthi amaphoyisa ahlangene manje, funeka kwenziwe isu ukuthi liyolahlwa lesidumbu. No-Brigadier Mkhwanazi usefikile. Njoba sekwenziwa amasu manje ukuthi akwenziwe njani ukuze isidumbu silahlwe. Kukhuluma umuntu oyingxenye yonke lento, kukhuluma umuntu namhlanje oyi-state witness. Efuna ukukhuluma lonke iqiniso manje. Ingakho sishayela ihlombe isenzo sika General Mkhwanazi sangomhla ka6 kuJuly. Uye uzibuza uma kukhona abantu aba-against uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi kahle kahle labantu kwenzakalani ngabo? Kungani be-against uGeneral Mkhwanazi? Ngoba kukhona abantu ngeke sikubalekele aba-against uGeneral Mkhwanazi. Witness D kuningi akushilo. Uze wakhuluma ukuthi ama-blue light lawa asetshenzisiwe. Abantu bazenzile amaphoyisa kwenziwa ubugebengu lapha. Ngakhumbula enye video yama security, ngizokucaphunela yona ivideo yakhona uzoyibona. Uzoyibona ivideo yakhona. Into engcono ngikucaphunela ivideo. Mhlambe bese mina ngizophawula emva kwayo. Ikhona ivideo ebengifuna ukuyifaka kodwa ngenxa yesikhathi, ngibona isikhathi sihambe kakhulu. Ya i-commission ngangiyithathe kancane mayiqala. Ngangigxeka i-commission ngesizathu sokuthi asemaningi ama-commissioner akabakhona kodwa angaba namphumela. kwaspendwa imali, ekugcineni kosuku aphuma ama-recommendations, uhulumeni wethu wenza adume ngakho, waziba, namhlanje usawazibile. Kodwa kulokhu ngiyakuncoma igxathu elathathwa uPresident Cyril Ramaphosa ukuthi akhandele Judicial Commission of Inquiry. Ngincome futhi ne-EFF ukuthi suggest ukuthi akube khona i-ad hoc committee, ziphenywe lezi insolo, ziphenywe. Kungcono yonke into ihlala obala, sazi ukuthi kwenzakalani, noma kuthiwa ekugcineni kosuku uma uPresident Ramaphosa enikezwa i-report nama-recommendations akenzi lutho, kodwa thina njengabantu bomphakathi sobe sazi kwenzakalani kunalento ebilokhu yenzeka. Ziningi kakhulu izinto ezenzeka esingazi. Siyaphila nje sithi thina siphephile kanti hayi siyadlala, akukho kuphepha lutho la. Siyazidlalela nje. Ngicela ubone nansi ivideo. Le video buyibona bagqoke impahla ze EMPD or JMPD ngoba bagqoke uniform efanayo. Bagqoke impahla zamaphoyisa, bazenza amaphoyisa. Ayasho lama security escort nansi truck iyahamba. Kufika abantu bazobabamba inkunzi. Izimo lezi ezibhlungu esizizwayo lapha kwi-commission. Ngithe nje makukhulunywa ngacabanga le video ukuthi baningi abantu we impersonating amaphoyisa. Bene uniform nama blue light bena yonke into. Ubani obengasola ukuthi akubona amaphoyisa lawo avimbe lapho. Noma bechaza ukuthi esikhothile nansi truck. Abantu efuneka bavikele umphakathi bona abahlukumeza umphakathi. Ya into engizwe namhlanje angifuni ukukhuluma nalo singananga lo munye usise ngembone ekhala lapha kwe-commission kaMadlanga. Impilo zabanye abantwana besencupheni. Ukuba uGeneral Mkhwanazi akalithathanga lela xathu. Ngaba sazi kwenzakalani. Ukube nje akathathanga le risk ayithatha ngalo liyasuku. So angimangali uma witness B ethi uyambonga uGeneral Mkhwanazi ngoba noma sengafa kodwa uzofa ebazi ukuthi ufele eqinisweni kunokuthi afe ibe into ebekayilwela engaziyo ukuthi ubelwelani nanokuthi ufeleni. Njengoba eshilo ke noGeneral Mkhwanazi wathi yonke lento ngenxa yama member amabili. Kodwa igama lishilo uthe uma lama junior members ezinikele emsebenzini wawo enikele impilo ukuthi ngamanafe nama senior funeka enze njalo. Yingakho abanalesa sibinda enaso. Ukuthi uma ama junior members ezinikele kangangoba asevume nokuthi noma ngaficwa ukufa noma ngafa ngenxa lomsebenzi abawenza nabo njengama senior akube njalo. Abanye abantu bayithanda imisebenzi abayenzayo. Abanye abantu bangena emsebenzini le engenwa kuyo ngoba imisebenzi ingasekho. Yengakho kulula ukwenza noma yini. Bengithi angikwazise nje ngokwenzeke namhlanje lapha kuMadlanga Commission sikubheke nje sikufakazele okunye. Njengokuthi ngithe mangizwa ukuthi hawu nayi lenkulumo ade ikhulunywe. Ngase ngithi cha angikufakazele ukuthi khona ivile engangayibona yama security avinjwa ngabantu abazenza amaphoyisa kanti lama security azobanja inkunzi athathelwe ibhamu athathelwe ngisho imoto. Konke lokho kwenzeka ezandleni zabantu abangamaphoyisa. uJulius Mkhwanazi ufuneka aboshwe. Udeserve ukuboshwa lo baba. Yazi udeserve ukuboshwa singakalizwa nehlangothi lakhe le story. Ngiyafisa ukwazi ukuthi the day ayovela phambi kwe-commission kaMadlanga uyothini. Ngoba uma ezoziphika zonke lezi insolo kuyofuneka eze nobufakazi obuyobe bubukhulu kunalobu osebuvelile. Avele nenkulumo ezophikisa yonke le nkulumo kaWitness D. Oyi-state witness owayekhona osho ukuthi mina ngabamba leli qhaza. Kuyofuneka ukuthi eze nobufakazi bangempela. Ngiyacela ke usubscribe, ushare, ucomment, ulike. Ungasupporta kusidonatela noma ngamalini khona account kwi-comment ephiniwe. Ungasupporta ukuba imember le channel qala ku R40 ngenyanga kuyaphezulu. Mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.